hellos.
Yep.
That was it.
That's the whole bit. Thanks. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Card says hellos. Okay, so just as a heads up, we don't want to edit anymore, basically. So we are now flicking over to the explicit tag, and that doesn't mean we're going to swear our heads off. Tarragon, stop. I know you.
He was waiting for it.
As you were whining it. No, doesn't mean we're going to swear our heads off, but it just means we're not going to deliberately try and censor ourselves and sort of have to think about what we're saying a bit more carefully, because we were never a show for kids. I don't know why we tried to market ourselves as a show for kids, you know.
I mean, you know, we'll still go through and edit all the horrific stuff that
a show for sensitive adults.
Yeah,
a show for sensitive adults. Oh boy, that's a tagline.
It's just a show for snags, you know. Just a snag show. Yeah.
Well, like I said, we're still going to go through and edit all of, you know, the horrific stuff that Cameron says on a weekly basis. So don't worry about that. But
you won't hear him anymore.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I believe that's every episode of the podcast that I'm not on.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
That's every episode of the podcast. We have to get rid of all of the disgusting stuff you say. That's why they don't hear you.
Your opinion on dishwashers is really just not
PC. I'm almost certain Kirby's definitely not a culprit of that.
No, I have never.
No, I don't. To be fair, I just leave most of Kirby's stuff in.
Yeah, because it's funny.
I mean, he's probably gonna. He can never run for office. That's for sure.
It's funny, and he knows
really
I'm never going to find out.
Because if anything from the last 4 years could tell us, does it really matter what you do?
No. Actually, that's a very, very good point. Yeah, you know what? Like,
okay,
just go for it, mate. Prime Minister, whole way.
Yep. And to mix it, Prime Minister of Nicaragua.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Easy country to run. There's like 3 of them. People, I mean, in the country.
Oh, people, not factions trying to kill you.
Yeah. No. And now, just to mix it up, here's the song of the week.
I should probably listen to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like maybe you, of all people, should listen, because I know we've all listened, so...
Yeah.
Like...
Do you think I'll get it?
Yep, you think you get it? Okay. Alright.
I see you bragging in chat about your Series X, and I'm like, fuck you. I guess the pre-order I made just wasn't enough, and I'm like, fuck you and fuck EB2. Say if I was richer, I'd pay that scalper. Huh. Well, ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? So go and join all the rest playing your Series X with a fuck you.
Well, that was a great song, Tarragon. I don't know why I said that, because I've left all this in. I haven't edited any of this out.
No, because that's the best part of the show. No, it was a good song.
It was a great song.
It was not what I thought it was going to be when he sort of pitched the idea to us. Like, I was thinking it was going to be a different song for sure. But, no, that's very good.
Yeah, it was the song for all the people who couldn't get a Series X on launch.
Yeah, wow.
I did.
Of the
and
people,
then I didn't.
Yeah, of the people who are sitting on this podcast, who actually has a Series X? Just to go around the room.
Should we actually say how many we have?
I have one in my honor.
Okay.
Does that count?
No. If you cannot pick up the box and show it on camera right now, you do not own it.
I can't pick it up and show it on camera right now.
Well,
it's on my table in the lounge room.
And you're in a factory.
Yeah, I'm at Total Landscaping or whatever it is.
Oh yes.
Oh right.
I wish I bought that. It's a good one.
The Four Seasons Landscaping.
4 Seasons Landscaping. Yeah, I thought I'd book them out.
They got a lot of events going on.
Christ. Oh. That's awful. It's a better show than what he did, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, Kirby, do you know what the song is?
It's Danger Mouse. Isn't that what he was before?
What, CeeLo Green?
CeeLo Green? Yeah.
CeeLo Green.
CeeLo Green, yeah.
Wasn't he Danger Mouse?
I got no idea what you're about.
I actually don't know. Danger Mouse?
No, that was a different thing that I'm thinking of, a different joke from a different show.
Yeah.
Hold up. He was, I swear to God, Danger Mouse is like an 80s kids.
I know what Danger Mouse is, with the guy with the one with the eye patch and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just haven't thought about that show in like 100 years.
I swear to God.
It was actually 40 years.
Same thing. Many moons ago. Okay, so yeah, it was.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Yes.
I was thinking of Niles Barkley, who was DJ Danger Mouse.
Gotcha.
Okay,
I see.
okay.
Right.
I'd got those two mixed up because I don't even know what Niles Barkley looks like, but I'm sure it's the same.
So it was
Which is why I got them mixed up. I don't know. I assume they're twins. I don't actually have any idea what he looks like.
all right. So it was CeeLo Green.
CeeLo Green and
So
fuck you.
fuck you, basically, right?
Yeah. That's what it. Yeah, that's what it's like.
Yeah, but like that's. Yeah, Alison sings that to me every now and then when I'm not paying attention to her.
Yeah.
And now she's looking at me.
So all the time.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, she's.
Okay. In case you haven't noticed, which you definitely haven't, this show's a little bit different, and not just because there's 4 of us and I exist again, which you're probably like, why does Kirby exist? That's weird. This is a Tuesday. He works. He has a life. He has other friends that he doesn't.
We never said at any point that you have a life.
No, yeah, like
I'm sorry. Are you a 2-time Hall of Famer?
Oh,
Are you a 2-time Hall of Famer?
Oh, wow.
You're not even a 1-time Hall of Famer,
Oh,
buddy.
wow. Okay, that's big yikes.
Look. Do you have Aftos making a trophy for you?
No, I have Xbox making a trophy for me.
I cannot wait to see Aftos's trophy. That's going to be great. How much you want to bet he spells your name wrong on it?
It's gonna be that light up Target achievement trophy thing on like a stand. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Anyway, yeah. So we are currently recording on a Saturday. God forbid, bastards made me wake up early.
8:30's early. Oh, you don't.
Yeah, it sure is early.
I mean, it's a nice change for me because it's actually lunchtime here. So like I'm not, I mean, it's the opposite side of.
It's literally the opposite side of the
how we usually do it, where it's midnight usually when we finish recording this damn thing.
Yeah. Who's messaging me on Discord? Bugger off. Oh, it's one of you.
Yeah, it's Tarragon.
Okay. And a seamless transition through those technical difficulties. Thanks, Matt. You're a legend.
Oh, for fuck's sake! All right, thanks. Yeah, I really appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, no technical issues. Those, in fact, untechnical issues. If you want to.
There are plenty of issues on the show. None of them technical.
No. Anyway, as a 2-time Hall of Famer, I want the show to be different. And I'm sure Matt does as well as a 2-time Hall of Famer. The non-Hall of Famers wanted the show to stay the same, but we knew things had to change. Right?
Yeah, sure. Let's go. That's as good an explanation as any.
No. So yeah, we've looked into what we're doing because things just weren't working for us. Lives are tough, and especially that recording time, it just wasn't working out for us. So we are rejigging the show, hopefully into a better format, better recording time, better everything, to put out a higher quality production for you guys. So the goals of the show. This was not my card.
Make money.
Yeah, all them Patro bucks. Which is what I did not think this card through. What do we? Like, genuinely, someone please jump in.
Tarragon, you got any? You want to
like?
You want to try and save?
What does that mean?
Throw him a lifeboat.
So,
goals.
In terms of
So I
goals
think-
for the show, we want to.
From where we currently are at,
We want less tech issues.
less tech issues. We want for us on our end, we want a show that is easier to put out for you guys. Hence why also we've removed the non-explicit specific stuff, because it does take a lot of time to, especially when we know the swearing and we've forgotten where it is, to scrub through a 3-hour recording, 3.5-hour recording to find the one swear word. Like, it's... Yes, and so yeah, we want an easier show that can come out at a consistent time. So we are doing a shorter show length. We're targeting approximately 45 minutes to an hour. That's the sweet spot.
Easier for us to make, but also easier to listen to.
Yeah,
because we understand that obviously there are people out there who do like the longer podcasts. I mean, that's on my personal end. Like, I like having something that's long to listen to that I can just have running in the background. But with people's lives changing, especially around with COVID and people not commuting as much and not having as much time to listen to podcasts, we wanted to make sure that our show is a bit more relevant and sort of a bit more. It fits in better with people's lives currently, both ours from a recording perspective and also in terms of our listeners.
Yeah. Clickety clack. Okay. So yeah, we're aiming for a shorter show. That a little bit less tangenty, but we can do other things where they're tangent. We have a couple. I have some ideas that I haven't thrown at the guys to do that. We would also be changing our recording times, ideally to. Well, I mean, we haven't fully discussed it, but it's probably going to be a weekend recording with, say, a Monday 8 p.m. release time every Monday. So we have it scheduled, or Monday or Tuesday, something like that. We have it scheduled so that when the show is going to come out. It's not have we edited? We got to figure out how to edit, and then someone's got to remember to upload.
Somebody's busy
whoever
during the
that
weekday,
is.
We're just trying to juggle schedules, and then it just becomes impossible.
Yeah, so that consistent release time is going to be a lot better for you guys, a lot better for us, because then we know if something's gone wrong and not just someone being lazy or dumb. Speaking of dumb, go away. Oh, idiot. Just work colleagues, morons. It's fine. The other big change is sort of moving to more timeless content. So, less sort of news that's going to be really
less content
really
that's about
narrow.
this week. Like something. If you guys fall behind, you can easily catch up, and then the content's relevant.
Yeah,
It's not stuff that you're listening to us talking about 10, 15 minutes of sales that is, you missed the sale from 2 weeks ago. It's
exactly.
bummer.
Because we've had a lot of feedback that a lot of people are a bit behind on the shows for the reasons that I mentioned earlier. So we do want to make it a bit more relevant to people going forward, and also going back to having a look at listen to the old shows, and if you want to check out Song of the Week and you end up listening to the whole show, that's great too. Yeah,
and we'll still be talking about stuff we've played, because the games themselves, it doesn't matter when we played them, they're still relevant. But yeah, sales we're going to cut out. You will probably look at shrinking down news to just maybe one or two things, or having a topic instead.
Exactly, or having some sort of news story that sort of gets into
prompts a discussion
rather
than
just ticking off the boxes, basically.
Maybe a bit less negative news, but hard at the moment with the world being an awful place. But we do our best
to make it just a little bit worse.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's just stuff that's not so specific to that time period, which really is important for us as well. And alongside that, we will be moving outtakes to a weekly schedule. So they will be posted on the Patreon page on a weekly basis, probably after the day after the episode has come out, rather than before. And I'm because it'll be scheduled, me trying to sync it up to be the exact same time is not going to work. So probably the day after, just to give you a chance to listen to the show and then hear what the outtakes will be shorter because we're recording for less time. That's just the nature of the beast. I am now going to drop it on these guys that possibly when we have our 4-person sessions, that gets recorded and gets put up in an unlisted video on YouTube or something for the patrons, or something along those lines, so that we do get a lot more of that raw talk that you would get in the outtakes, but just then, because it gets much worse in
it gets a lot
in our
worse.
sessions. It gets much worse. So
but you got to pay for that.
Yeah, you have to pay for hearing how awful we are as people. Because that's not for free. I'm not gonna sully my existence for free.
No, exactly. If you're good at something, never do it for free.
That's why I don't do anything for free. You want me to eat this food? No. Give me money. Pay for it.
I never realized you were such a libertarian.
Mm-hmm. I do like that.
I'm not touching that. All right.
Moving along.
This new... I'm really
How
glad
do you feel
that
about
I'm
the
going
fire
through this and
department?
giving you lots of chances to talk about it as well. Like, glad this is an us show this week and not just a me show. The new schedule for recording also means that we're not having to try and hook up a guest that can run at... since we record, then it'd be like 2 a.m. in the US, or if I'm going 5 o'clock, 8 a.m. in the morning in the UK, Europe region. Means it's a lot more open to getting guests and like just random people on the show from those regions without really punishing them for living in a terrible time zone.
Yeah.
Like, it's not their fault they live in an awful time zone, is it?
Well,
I mean, it is, but it isn't.
Depends if they moved there, or if
fair.
they were just
Exactly.
born there and that's their life.
They're just unlucky.
That's the only life they know.
Coming from the man who lives in a swamp.
I don't live in a swamp. I live in a desert with a swamp attached.
Oh,
It's a granny flat swamp.
It's a swamp adjacent. Right, yeah.
Swamp adjacent, that's right, yeah.
But yeah, no, so it'll be good. We want to get some guests on. We also want to potentially get some members of the community on. Again, it'll all sort of depend on people's availability, but that the new time slot should make that a lot easier for us and them.
Yeah, certainly. And look, I'm sure you get bored of listening to us every week, so it's good to have a new fresh voice that we can also you can also get bored of. It'd be great. Alongside that, it is highly likely that we get more of the hosts on a rotating schedule. So, you might have your favorites, Kirby, Matt, and the other guy, one week.
Warren hasn't been on the show for ages. What are you talking about?
Maybe Allison makes an appearance. That'd be fun.
Yeah, sure.
Brad's on every week.
He's really,
Yeah, Brad
he's
is
really
on every
hitting
week.
the Patreon goals for us to get all our girlfriends onto the show. Like,
If
we're
we
gonna pay big money for that stuff.
That's hold up. What?
I mean, we're gonna pay big money to keep ourselves in relationships.
I reckon 150. If we can hit 150, we'll get a girlfriend's show.
Oh boy, that's going to be a nightmare. I can't wait.
Awful.
So you'll have Alison talking about...
it's not going to be set up any differently to how we normally do it.
No, exactly.
We put what we've played.
Yeah, exactly.
And they've got to figure it out.
Alison's going to be talking about Animal Crossing, I would guess.
Yeah, well,
No.
that's going to be
It's what
very, very
Matt's
rough
played.
because
It'll
be what.
It's literally we've written the show. They've just got to do it.
So yeah, that would be really rough for on my side, especially because my show notes on the Shallow, if anyone looks behind the thing, tends to be the game and one word written after it to prompt me to remember it. So good fucking luck.
Yeah. I just have the game.
Nikita's just going to tangent.
And I don't live with my partner, so she hasn't watched me play it. She's got no idea.
Perfect.
Nikita will just tangent, and
that's
you're just going to
gonna
get
be great.
Street Fighter or Tekken or anything.
She also doesn't know she's agreed to it yet. You've agreed to it, alright?
Oh boy.
Yeah, she's now agreed to it.
Oh, that's good.
I don't even think she knows what she's agreed to, but...
It's a trap.
You're going to be a star.
She's going to listen to this and be like, what the fuck have I gotten myself into?
She's not going to listen to it. I don't listen to it.
Well, yeah, I know you don't listen to it.
I mean, she's listening to it right now and thinking, what has she gotten herself
exactly.
into?
That's what I mean.
Yeah, but then we can get Warren back. We can get Tarragon on. I mean, I guess we could probably get Alex.
I mean, that's up to the community. Do they really want him back by this point?
Yeah, because Rory would have to
I was
come
going to say,
on.
if we listen to the community, we would have a 5-hour-long show, and it would just be me and Kirby just saying the most awful stuff in the entire world, and then just probably going to jail.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you guys want, but it's really not.
Yeah,
good.
No, I don't. Yeah.
I would like to be able to possibly get a job in the future and not have to mention this cesspool of content that we make. Like, that'd be good. I don't want people to have to Google my name and this come up. Like, doesn't work well for me.
First, the first link will just be Spreaker with the Real Gamerscore podcast. The second will be just Kirby's criminal record.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not going to make a joke because I'm not going to do it.
No, don't do it because I will actually have to edit that out.
Okay. So we're coming up to 25 minutes. Have we played one game this week we want to talk about?
Sure. I mean, I'll talk about a game. I have been playing. What is it called? Little Hope.
Great. Okay. You bastard. I'm here waiting for my Series X to play all these fun games, and you're like, yeah, but I'll play Little Hope alone. I have the pre-order where I don't need Kirby. Don't need Kirby.
Well,
I can
actually,
just
it's
do
funny
whatever
enough
Sims myself.
that you don't actually need the pre-order either for this version of it. They were nice enough to not allow to not.
Oh well, it doesn't affect anything really. Like
But
we got a bonus that didn't cost extra. That's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was playing a little bit and I was like, oh, it's actually quite good. It is. So for those who don't know, it is the it's part of the, was it Dark Pictures Anthology?
Dark Anthology. Yeah, Dark Pictures Anthology.
Which is from the people who made the original Until Dawn game on the PS3, was it? PS4?
Yeah.
PS4?
PS4.
PS4.
No, PS3.
PS4. It was a few years ago. But yeah.
I think it got re-released. I don't know. I feel like
it might have been, actually.
Like late PS3.
Yeah, it could be.
God damn it. Go away.
Yeah, so...
is he here?
Yeah,
oh my god, he's here.
He's here. He's here. He's been... Tarragon's
oh my
been here the whole
god.
time. He just can't say anything. He's the Brad of this show.
Yeah,
if you haven't heard Tarragon,
just
it's because
a
he's having
high-pitched
some
voice
technical
on.
issues. But, so, playing through Little Hope, it is the second game from the anthology. The first one was Man of Medan, which was basically a ghost ship from a World War II ship. Spooky stuff. This one is basically...
Witches of Salem.
Yeah, kind of is. Yeah,
Kind
so
of.
Little Hope is near Salem, basically. And so it goes into a lot of the witch trial stuff. But also a lot of, like, reincarnation things and people living previous lives and, like meeting your previous self and stuff. It's very, very weird, even for this game. So, like, a minor spoiler for Man of Medan, but...
Oh. Okay, yeah.
The game kind of has, like, the explanation for the game kind of makes a sort of sense. Like, there isn't, like once you understand kind of what's happening, you're like, oh, okay, that kind of, okay, I kind of get it. As I was playing through this game, I was thinking, okay, are they going to do the same thing? Is it going to be like, oh, is there going to be a explanation, or is there going to be like an aha moment? And as I got more and more into it, I was like, whatever the hell this explanation is, I have no idea how they're going to pull this out of their ass, because this is ridiculous. Because it's like, okay, so there's like weird witches and demon stuff going on, but also there's the reincarnation thing. Like, people are seeing like other versions of themselves with the same faces. And like it starts like the prologue is like set in the 70s. The game itself is set during like modern times, so like 2020, and then you're seeing flashbacks to like the 1600s or whatever.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, like what is going on? But it's like they're all the same people who have slightly different names but the same faces. Like, they obviously had the same actors, mocap and stuff. It was really, really interesting. I know some people were a little disappointed by the ending, but I think I was really, really impressed. It's a very sort of heavily narrative game, just like Man of Medan was. A lot of choices, whether you go with your heart or your head in terms of dialogue. You have 5 characters who you're trying to basically keep alive through to the end of the night while you try to escape this town. It's got a lot of, you can tell it's taken a lot of influence from like that Salem stuff, but also a lot of Silent Hill stuff. Like, a lot of it in terms of, like a mist around a town that when you walk into, you just end up back where you started. A lot of weird stuff with like emotional stuff and like personal demons and things that shouldn't make sense and like horrific monstrosities and stuff. Like obviously I don't want to get too into it, but if you've seen the trailer, you kind of get the idea. It's like, okay, there's some weird stuff going on in this town. Yeah, I was really, really impressed, actually. You do... so Tarragon's just asked if we need to play it 47 times like you do Man of Medan. Yes and no.
It's 52.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think it's a little bit less than Man of Medan. You don't have to replay it quite as many times because, Man of Medan had achievements for making sure all the guys survived, making sure all the girls survived, making sure you kill everyone, making sure everyone survived. Yeah. So there are a few achievements like that. So I had to play through it maybe 4 times. To get all the achievements. I was using a guide for the collectibles, but everything else I kind of winged. I think you'd be fine. Like in terms of, if you're looking for collectibles and doing all the dialogue stuff, it's a probably a 10-hour game. When you're speed running it though, just going through and just hitting the story beats and making sure you do the quick time events and things like that, you get it done in probably 5 hours or so.
Okay.
I was really impressed. They've also made some like sort of minor subtle improvements to like the UI and how the game works and stuff. So one of the achievements, for example, is you need to go through a playthrough doing only heart decisions or only head decisions.
They have alternate again.
Yes, they have both of those. So like my first playthrough, I did all head and then all heart. But there's actually, when you pause the game, it'll actually tell you how, like, what decisions you've made in terms of the icon. So, if you're halfway through a chapter and you press pause, it'll say you've made only heart decisions this one. So you don't run into that situation like I did in Man of Medan on one of my playthroughs where I accidentally missed one, ran through the whole game and had to redo it again because I didn't realize that I'd missed one of the options that was the one I should have chosen.
Yep.
So it's like...
Or at the end it says most head decisions
when
technically correct.
Yeah.
But it's zero
the most. Exactly. So you're like, hang on a minute, what? So yeah, it's like little quality of life improvements. I think the dialogue's a little better as well, and actually I like the story more. It's got more of a like the way the narrative works is you're essentially moving your way through the town, and like this, like you at the beginning you see like a visitor's map, and it says, hey, here are the landmarks to kind of give you an idea of, okay, here's how far I am into the town, and you end up at a house at the end of it. So. Like in the same way, like Man of Medan didn't really have that because you were just on a World War II era ship, kind of wandering around, kind of aimlessly. So like it didn't really feel like it had a really good through thread. Whereas most of the time here, your characters are together. There are some parts where they split up, and there's obviously that whole relationship thing happens as well, where you need to maintain relationships with the characters, make good choices to make sure they survive. It's pretty much a known quantity, but I think this is the best one they've ever done, and I'm really, really excited to see the next one, which I think is called House of Ashes, which I think is coming
so
up.
I opened up the story so I could find out what it was called. Hello, puppies. And the not the thumbnail, but like the screen where it's showing the mocap of the actress, which we presume is Ashley Tisdale. Awful screen cap. I'm putting it in staff. Awful, just terrible. Like, it's just the way that
because you see that trailer at the end of the game, and that was the shot. I was like, that kind of looks like her, but also like
the reflection coming off the eyes makes it like she just looks like her eyes are all wonky.
It's like it's got some real super Uncanny Valley vibes.
It's bad still.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking forward to Little Hope though. We pre-ordered it and
I'm like, because I'm super keen to run through it again.
For what it was, Man of Medan was pretty good for that B horror, just for a B movie.
Yeah, stupid asshole teenagers, getting drunk on a boat and being rich dickheads, and suddenly everything goes wrong. Like where this is a bit more of like an emotional experience, whereas like that was a bit more like visceral and like, oh man, I'm in a bad situation I need to get out of. Where like this is more like I need to like obviously it's a bit more cerebral if I want to be a total wanker about it.
How many was it supposed to be total? 6?
I think they were supposed to be doing like 6 games over like 3 years. Yeah, they would do like one every 6 months.
That worked out real well.
So I think what they've done is they've subtly edited it so when the curator goes to the bookshelf and you see the books that are supposed to be each game, there's only 4 of them there now. Yep. So I'm guessing they might just do like one a year. Yeah. So I'm I'm really looking forward to the next one for sure.
Still, 1 year is still pretty good.
Yeah, 1 year is great. Like, I think
mean,
that's the right amount of time.
I'm kind of just waiting for them just to all come out, just to do them all in one go. There.
No, don't wait. Don't wait, because it's like saying I'm gonna wait for all of the Harry Potter films to come out before I watch them. No person will do that.
I mean, in all fairness, the games themselves, yeah, exactly. They don't link. Tarragon has just pointed out, that there's no link between the stories. It's an anthology, which basically is just like, the characters don't link.
I just got multiple games to be playing.
I mean, there is that too, yeah.
What was the Van Helsing Dark Pictures Extended Universe or something?
Oh, with
like the Invisible Man.
Oh yeah, the Universal Pictures Dark Universe.
Dooku, yeah. The Dooku.
The Dooku, yeah. Was there
Dark Universe,
Dracula?
Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, it was like Dracula, the Mummy, Invisible Man, and then what was it? Bride of Frankenstein, I think.
Yeah.
Really?
It's basically that.
Why have I never heard of this before?
Yeah, it was their thing. Like most of them didn't come out, but that was their big idea because they saw how big the Marvel Cinematic Universe
MCU did.
Yes.
They're like, we can do this.
We can do the same thing.
Dracula.
Dracula, man, everyone loves Dracula. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, after the Mummy, like bombed.
Yeah.
I'm just remembering that amazing trailer that came out for the Mummy where they didn't put the background sounds in, so all it was just Tom Cruise screaming throughout the whole thing. It was so good. I'm gonna post it in the chat after this. It was so great. It was great because obviously they fucked up the sound mix on the trailer, so it's just you just hear ah as he's falling out of a plane and shit.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. All right, Cameron. You got something to? Just one. Just give me one.
Black Ops Cold War.
Oh yeah.
All right. How's that been going? Well, good and bad.
I'll split it into 3 parts because it's 3 different parts. Campaign was the first thing I played.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Split the 3 parts into 3 parts.
Yep.
Yep.
Campaign was the first one I played. The campaign is probably the best Call of Duty campaign I've played since Black Ops, the original.
Ooh, did you play last
better than Modern Warfare 2?
I believe I played all of them except for the Modern Warfare from last year.
Okay. Apparently that one was also really good.
But that one didn't have a campaign, did it?
No, it did. It totally did.
No, it did. Black Ops 4 didn't have the campaign.
Black Ops 4, sorry.
It had the campaign, but it was just cutscenes. Just stupid. But yeah, no, it's actually...
That's the worst part of the campaign.
Campaign's really good.
Alright, Spaz, no, calm down.
There are missions in it that are like stealth missions, quite similar to Hitman.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which was...
Okay.
There's like one where you're an informant for the CIA, but you're working for the KGB.
I see.
Which is just like a really good stealth mission. You can pick locks in this game.
Wow, so they're really branching out a bit there.
They've branched out quite a bit.
It's Call of Duty RPG mode.
There's multiple endings.
Okay.
And when I say multiple endings, I mean 2.
Oh, okay, yeah. So 2 is technically multiple. Yep.
More than one, correct? Yep.
The only thing I really didn't like was... Well, actually, there's 3 aspects. First one is the voice acting for...
Frank Woods.
Oh, get over it.
It's just really jarring at first.
Not if you don't know who anyone is. Or play on mute. And skip all the cutscenes. Just do that, Cameron. Just do that, and then it won't be a problem.
Don't
I
listen.
actually
Don't
enjoy
listen
these
to
campaigns, though.
Yeah, me too.
What was the next thing? The second thing is
so do I.
There is a mission where you have to attach a cable to a shipping container and then ride it off while, trying to defeat enemies.
Did you need to get on a Fulton balloon and D-Dog shows up and...
It's just... It's absolutely awful. So I was playing on a veteran, which is... You can play it on veteran realistic. Every time it kept on bringing this, shipping container up, it would just glitch. I would just glitch off it. Just absolutely awful. And then the third one is just the typical Call of Duty problem, manned turrets. Defend this point for... It's not as bad as previous games, but it's just... There's no point to it.
Right.
Just trying to think what else. But yeah, campaign's really enjoyable. They really do mix things up. Break on Through is quite honestly my favourite... it's my favourite mission of any Call of Duty ever.
Really? I mean,
it's very reminiscent of the original Black Ops.
Okay.
of where Mason is being interrogated.
Okay.
And then doing
right.
the split mind kind of,
Okay.
just like your handler in that situation is saying you went down the left path, but you're going down the right path, and just
Right.
all those
Okay.
things. And then just replaying the mission till you actually get the full story.
Gotcha. Okay, that sounds interesting.
Quite honestly, it's the best mission they've ever done. I think Treyarch does the best narratives, in my opinion, but it just blew me out of the park.
Okay.
Other than that, yeah, just really good campaign. Kind of explains why none of, how it fits into the whole, I guess, Black Ops universe.
Right.
Zombies. Zombies is very multiplayer now.
Oh, really?
Which is weird to me.
Great.
Like, not co-op multiplayer?
No, it plays like multiplayer.
Oh,
okay.
okay. Right.
So
That was not what you said the first time.
like, just having score streaks and that in zombies and that just feels really weird.
So they basically just crammed... Okay, interesting.
It feels like a mix of... I think it was Modern Warfare 3 that did that support kind of wave mode.
They did their horde mode.
Yeah.
They did their horde mode. It feels like a mix between that and traditional zombies.
Okay.
Okay.
Easter egg's really easy. We managed to smash it out in, I think, 50 minutes and basically just got carried through it.
Wow.
Oh, Matt will be glad when I dive that for him.
Oh, God, I haven't played a Call of Duty in a long time, and I don't play
But
on
there
Saturday
is
now.
there is the Dead Ops arcade that takes like 6 hours.
Yeah, the Dead Ops arcade is the main issue, where most of the harder achievements lie.
Right.
Realistically...
Not a problem for Matt, Magic Man.
Oh,
Realistically,
God.
though, typical zombies, I mean, it's fun. It's what you want out of the zombies game mode. It's got a few cool, like, little Easter eggs. You can exfil, so you can actually end where you want to.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Upgradable perks. I don't know. There's a few, like, newer, interesting things in it.
Okay, I saw
Do
the
you think-
trailer for it looked really good.
I think the
Do you think it's an improvement, like the zombies is an improvement, and that's, like, that is where you would want them to go in the future?
Personally, I wouldn't want them to go in the future, but I can understand how other people would enjoy it.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more catering to
The quick get in, get out audience.
It's more like, alright, well, why do you buy a Call of Duty game? You buy it for the multiplayer.
Right.
So I
And-
feel
and
like
right
it's
now,
trying
planning
to
for
grab a
Warzone,
few more
yeah.
people from the multiplayer over to zombies.
Right, that makes sense.
Do you think it's also like attempting to appeal to, say, console streaming, where is it quicker sessions?
Yeah, I was going to say shorter, more bite-sized chunks.
or is it still
I feel like
your standard?
the
It's an hour, 2 hours to do a proper zombies run.
The exfil being in there gives you the option to end it where you want to end it. So it's like round, like 5-ish, round 10-ish, like every 5 rounds you can choose to. This is where I'm going to do my last stand.
Okay, and what?
Yeah.
So, like, do you get points that you bank that you then spend to upgrade your character for next time or something? Like, what is aside from it
your
ending? What's the
multiplayer-
point of it?
Your multiplayer and your zombies will level up under the same thing.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, right.
Your zombies one, I think it's every like 5 to 10 rounds you'll get like a crystal point or something like that, and you can use that to buy your perk upgrades and that. I haven't really looked into
Permanent or temporary?
permanent. So
Okay.
you can go into a game having Juggernog at level perk free. As
Right,
opposed to one.
Okay, so
right.
you get that when you get Juggernog, you have a better version.
Yeah, have a better version straight away.
Okay,
Interesting. Okay, that's yeah. I quite like that idea.
The letdown of everything is the multiplayer.
Right.
Multiplayer, that there's an achievement for getting 50 multiplayer wins, which I am currently on, I want to say 39, 40. So I'm nearly there, but every time I have a really good game, it crashes.
Mm.
And
I've been hearing quite a bit of technical issues with it.
I think it's mainly the multiplayer. I can't recall having any crashing issues with the campaign. The only issue I had was the glitchy shipping container thing.
Right.
Zombies hasn't crashed on me that I can recall, but I haven't really played as much zombies as I have with multiplayer. But multiplayer, like for example, I was doing 35 kills, 3 deaths last night. Just absolutely TDM, just smashing out of the park. gets to like the last 10 kills and it just crashes.
Ah,
And it's like it's not the game crashing too; it's completely turning off the console, restarting again. It's always a console restart.
Lucky it starts up so quickly, otherwise that would be a really annoying problem.
Going back to the features of the Series X that I've noticed and get frustrated with, I might be in a party with Aptos. I might be playing COD. I might get... Yes, you're raising your hand. What do you want to say?
No, in the staff chat.
Oh,
New raise hand feature can be used in group calls, meetings, and moderated groups. Create powerful ... Skype was telling me about it, so
Okay,
I just figured.
cool.
You want to share my screen?
No, please
You
don't.
do not.
Please don't.
Apparently, console crashes have been a bit of a thing. Just in, I think
On the Series
Tarragon's
X in
saying just in
general.
general.
See, I've only
Not
noticed it
specifically
with
COD.
and I've probably played at least 5 or 6 optimized games by this point. Like I played Valhalla, I played Legion. I haven't had any crashes, but I haven't really.
Have you
played
played the
much
404 mission?
No, not yet.
Because that's where it crashes. Ironically.
Tetris Connect's been fine.
Yeah. So Tarragon thinks that COD is probably triggering a bug
Particular
in
one,
that
which,
mod. a
yeah,
console
I
bug
would
in that
agree, and
mod.
I think it's specifically multiplayer.
Yeah.
Or at least in my experience, but yeah, multiplayer is just boring. Like it just.
Yeah, no, I agree with that completely.
Yeah.
in every
yeah,
title.
in every sense, yes. I agree.
But I
Oh, we're talking about Call of Duty? Sorry. I just
um,
assumed we were talking games.
going back to Black Ops 2.
Which is
Black
ironic
Ops 2
from
was
what I've been
probably
playing
my
this
favorite
week.
because of the pick 10 system. There was just such a wide variety. This feels like a massive step back from even a game that released in 2012.
Wow,
I think
okay.
it was 2012, yeah.
Well, what?
Just, as a question for that, do you think that might be because they're putting more of a focus on Warzone at the moment, considering it's the big breakout mode from last year?
Yeah, I think it's purely just, hey, like...
Because you,
Hey,
you
don't
can
play
launch,
this, play
you can launch
Warzone.
Warzone from within the game, right? And it'll just open up the app.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pretty sure it's a shared launch. Or at least you can launch it from there, and it may open a new.
Yeah,
tile.
it'll
I'm
just
pretty
open
sure-
it up like in Modern Warfare.
I'm fairly similar. Fairly certain it's similar to whatever Black Ops 4, I guess, where if you download Warzone, you are getting.
Yeah,
That,
that, yeah.
oh,
last
sorry,
year's
Modern
one, yeah.
Warfare, not
Modern Warfare.
Yeah, you're downloading the full game as well as Warzone. You just can't play the full game.
Yeah, so
you need all those
apparently,
assets.
if you launch it from the menu within Cold War, it'll just open up the Modern Warfare launcher for Warzone
Straight into-
straight into Warzone.
Oh,
Apparently, they're going to be patching
interesting.
in some Black Ops stuff for Warzone in the next couple of months
Yeah.
or so.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah, and then there's another game type called Dirty Bomb, which is more so like their squads kind of game type, and it's just horrible. Like it's not fun at all. I have to get 10 squad wipes to get an achievement, and I really don't want to be playing the mode. There's just no.
Wow, that's really.
How many people is it?
I think
Squads of 4?
10 groups of 4.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, like it's a Warzone kind of. I guess I
Okay.
haven't played Warzone because there's no achievements.
It's
but
a
bigger
battle
map.
royale-esque
Right. Okay.
style game mode.
It's
Okay.
that kind of style, yeah, of gameplay. There's like 5 different points around the map where there's these dirty bombs that you have to bank uranium to set off, and that's how you get points. But it's just
Okay.
Yeah, what I've been hearing, I've been hearing similar sentiments from people in that like people are enjoying the campaign. Zombies has been good, but the multiplayer just really isn't exciting people, and probably because of the Warzone thing.
like the campaign at the very end, like how everything ties so well together, and like your character's codenamed Bell, how you understand why without giving spoilers, why you understand your codename is Bell. Just
Right.
everything comes together so beautifully, in my opinion. And the Black Ops games really do a good job of that psychological element, like a brainwashing. But yeah, So zombies, okay. Campaign, really good. Multiplayer, just terrible.
No.
All right.
What about you, Kirby?
Yep. Very, very little because I've been waiting for my Series X to show up.
Yeah, I
Before
know what it's like.
there's literally, I was like, November. I don't really feel like playing anything, and then Series X is coming out. I'll just wait till I get my Series X, and then I'll play games. And oh boy, that's yeah. But I have been on the Xbox One going back and playing Brotherhood, playing the multiplayer with the British boys. It's Tatey, Buck Marley, McLovin Legend, and Keith 271 179.
Jesus Christ.
What?
That's...
Sorry, 271,179.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
Right,
sorry,
yep.
Keith. There's weird numbers, non-representative numbers, by the way. But no, we've been playing that. So stun boosting to get to level 50, as you do. So
Yep.
we're all standing in a circle and punching each other.
God, I hate that game. Well, no, no, it's not true. I love that game, but man, that multiplayer just... Whew.
Yeah. So I don't know how many achievements in multiplayer the others have got left. I just have... I know we all have level 50, except I think for Buck Marley, who has completed the multiplayer. He's just helping out. So I'm at like 46, so I probably have one more 2-hour session to go to get that. And then I have to get the Abstergo Employee of the Month, which is to get all of the challenges or bonuses or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know which ones I've got or any way to check. So
There isn't any. You just have to write them down, basically.
Okay, so I think we will be doing that at the end, like cleaning up the miscellaneous stuff afterwards. Hopefully they don't just abandon me to have that, because that's the only multiplayer achievement I got left. That would finish the base game for me, and then I just have the DLC to go, which then I would probably be encouraged to play.
Yep.
Now that I could get to completion, but yeah, that's going well. It's pretty fun. Discussions are good. Getting lost on the maps because I have it's been so long since I played the game, and they're like, "Oh, it's this map." I'm like, I don't know what map that is. I don't know where I'm going.
Just wander around till you find someone.
I'm going to stand on a flat roof.
Yep.
Hopefully you guys find me.
That's the same strategy.
Yeah. No, it's going pretty well. Except for the time zone, because I have to get up at 5:30 to play. But that's what happens when everyone else lives in a shit time zone. Yeah, but it's going well. I think they think, because they're at about like 30, they're in the 30s for their level. They reckon it's going to take 2 more 2-hour sessions. I'm like, woof. I don't know about that. I got 5 levels from 41 to 46 in 2 hours.
Yeah, it might take a little bit longer than that. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. So we're doing 2 sessions a week. So it'll probably take 2 more weeks, I reckon, to get to level 50, or 3 sessions and then 1 for the miscellaneous stuff.
Probably, yeah.
But no, it's been good. It's been good discussions and pretty fun, despite it being multiplayer.
Yeah. Did they do any multiplayer with Valhalla? I'm assuming not.
I don't think so. No, I think that's pure single player.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's purely single player.
At least in terms of achievements, there may be like, I feel like in my head there's like Dark Souls style
Oh, yeah, okay, right.
online, but I probably not. But I feel in my head, I feel
I've
like
never
that's
come
how it
across
works.
I just feel like there's more mini games from what I played.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like, let's just make much more mini games.
But I'm looking forward to my Series X arriving. I can play all my Rattleikers with no loading times. That's what I'm really waiting for. Yeah, quick resume across the board. Gonna launch all the Rattleiker titles so that I can quick resume back into it and get them done super. Look, I know it hasn't happened for a while. That's a solid strategy for Ultimate Head to Head.
Yes.
Open up like 5 titles and quick resume.
Yep. Be ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Preloading's never been quicker.
Yeah. No, I'm devastated listening to everyone else talk about how good their Series X is. I'm like,
Yep.
waiting for mine.
I wasn't even planning on getting one.
Yeah. And yeah,
You're
but
getting
now
one
that
for free, don't complain.
Are we though? That's the thing. Are we?
Look,
Apparently,
okay,
I'm
I
pretty
really
sure we're the
can't-
only ones that
okay.
get a warranty as well.
I can't say anything at the same time because technically mine was for free as well.
Yeah.
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 Tarragon's the only one that paid for
you,
anything.
For both of his.
Yeah. And he paid for some of yours.
I
No, but
appreciate
yeah,
you guys,
it's
thank you.
You're welcome. Alright.
Don't make me cry.
Oh.
I think for Abstergo, you can pretty much get all of them in one match. Good. Awesome.
It takes a bit of setting up. Yeah.
That's perfect. Depending on what matches, definitely not Alliance. Anyway, yeah, no, but I've enjoyed it. I've managed to get one of the other miscellaneous achievements accidentally for like winning in the last 10 seconds.
Oh, nice.
Just accidentally got that, so that was good. Yeah, look forward to finishing that game off, though. Speaking of finishing off, we are going to be winding down the show. So, with what we have thrown out there, it'd be nice to get feedback on what you think, how you would feel about the shorter shows, and obviously the regular release schedule and stuff like that. The change in recording time obviously doesn't affect you guys. It just means that
we can get content out to you.
It's better for us.
Yeah,
it's better for us, and if it's better for us, and we're not exhausted after a full day of work and whatever else, the content is generally better because we got more energy. To go alongside all that feedback, we will be taking a hiatus till the end of the year, just with it coming into the Christmas season. And again, I'm still working nights and can't be on any shows essentially, and every alternating weekend and stuff. Lives are just getting a little bit too hard to keep up with the show, especially with us wanting to figure out how we're going to move forward. So through the end of the year, at least.
So this will give you guys some time to catch up on the shows, and also give us some really good feedback. Again, if you have any suggestions, we would really, really appreciate it. You can send your feedback to hello@realgamerscore as our email, or hit us up
Twitter,
on
or in our Discord.
Just hit us up on Discord. Just let us know.
Yeah, we are even if you just have small
Gamerscore.
ideas, we want to hear all of them, as many as possible, just so we get an idea of what you guys are thinking. Because we love doing the show, but we know it needs to change a bit, but we also want it to make you guys are our listeners, and we wanted to tailor it to what you guys want.
And I'm just putting a pin in it right now. There will be no nude calendar unless we raise enough money.
Yeah, well, that is 100% true.
Yeah, the new calendar is going to be like for the $300 a month Patreon tier.
Yeah, exactly. Well, fuck for that. I'll give you a new calendar. Each.
Cameron, buddy, you're not getting paid. I'm the.
That's why I said each.
Any Patreon withdrawal goes into my PayPal, buddy.
Yeah, don't you say this is why I said each? Until I get some money, I'm not stripping to nobody.
That's right.
So I'll get my money gun out, and we'll just make it rain. All right.
Okay. On that note, it's been real. It's been good.
It ain't been real good though. But as we got into the past the 45-minute time, I'm like looking at it, I'm like, Cameron, wrap it up. Enough of your nonsense bullshit. Wrap this up.
Like I said,
I need to do my bit, and then we need to go. Get out of here. No. But, thanks so much for listening. This is, again, shorter show. This is what it's going to sort of the length we're looking at moving forward. Let us know how you feel. All right. Bye-bye.
Catch you guys later.
Catches. Peace.